Dolphins fans, welcome into this edition of Dolphins Today. I am your host, Will Scott, a.k.a. Willie Fins, and the season is coming up just a few days away, so I figured probably be good to go through the schedule, give you my final schedule prediction video. I'm going to tell you what I think the Dolphins are going to finish with record-wise. But first, go down and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, because we are so close to passing Seahawks today. Remember, Chugs? 3 months ago when we were doing this, we were like 2,000 or 3,000 subs down. Now we're 30 subscribers down. Let's pass them by the end of the day. Go down, hit that big red subscribe button. Let's pass my friend Tyler Jones and Seahawks today. So before we go game by game here and give my thoughts on wins or losses, I do want to take a look here at the schedule. So week 1, they will play the Patriots. That's on Sunday at Hard Rock Stadium. Spoiler alert, the Dolphins are going to win that game decisively. Then they go to Baltimore. Then they host Buffalo in week 3. Week 4 is at Cincinnati. So a pretty difficult stretch there to begin the season. Then they go to New York. That's an easy dub. Oh, well, yeah, New Jersey. Buffalo's the only team in New York. Week 6, they will play the Vikings at home. Then the Steelers at home. Brian Flores' homecoming on Sunday Night Football. Week 8, they go to Detroit. Week 9, they will play the Bears. Week 10, they'll play the Browns. Week 11 is a bye. Week 12 against the Texans. So back-to-back bye weeks there. You love to see it. Then Week 13 at the 49ers. Week 14 at the Chargers. Week 15 at the Bills. That is a very, very difficult stretch. Week 16, they will play the Packers at home on Christmas. And then they will play the Patriots in New England on New Year's. So that's going to be a pretty difficult game weather-wise. Then they wrap up a game against the Jets at home. Go down and predict the Dolphins' record this season. Is it going to be 12-5? Is it going to be 9-8? Is it going to be 10-7? Go down. Let me know what you think the Dolphins finish with in terms of their record this season. Go down in the comments section. It is the pinned comment, so go and reply to it. I'm curious to hear what y'all think. I'm going with a Week 1 win against New England. I think that this is going to be a blowout. I think the Dolphins are going to win 34-17. The Dolphins are just the far better team. New England did nothing to improve in the offseason. They lost J.C. Jackson, so they really got worse. Yeah, they traded for Devontae Parker, but he was going to be like the 4th or 5th best wide receiver on the Dolphins. He's like their first wide receiver now. That's sad. Baltimore's going to be really good this year, and that's going to be a tough game on the road. I'm going to mark that down as an L. If they win that game, the hype going into the Buffalo game, if they're 2-0, is going to be outrageous. So that'd be a lot of fun if they started 2-0, but Baltimore's going to be tough. I think the Ravens go 11-6 this year. Really good year for Lamar Jackson, I think. But then they come home to Buffalo, get back in the win column, and win in Week 3. I think a 2-1 victory, not 2-1 victory, a 2-1 start for the Dolphins after a victory against Buffalo at home. Hard Rock Stadium is going to be rocking. That might be the best atmosphere we see all season. Then they go to Cincinnati Thursday Night Football. I think they lose that game. Dropped it 2-2 on the season. The Bengals, they were in the Super Bowl last year. I think a lot of people think that was a fluke run, but Cincinnati is still going to be very, very good. I think they're going to be right back in the AFC Championship game. So I think a 2-2 start for the Dolphins, which I would not be disappointed with. If they go 3-1 there in that start, with how difficult that start is, this team is insanely legit and will prove that to the country. What do you think the Dolphins' record is going to be after the first 4 games? Go down in the comments section. Let me know. What will be the Dolphins' record after the first 4 games? I think 2-2, but go down. Tell me what you think. Jets is an easy dub. 3-2. I actually think the Jets are going to be better than some people expect. I have them going 7-10, but they're not beating the Dolphins in Week 5. Week 6 against the Vikings at home. That is a dub. So a 4-2 start for Miami. And then they welcome Brian Flores back to Miami, and there's no shot that the Dolphins are going to lose this game. I repeat, there is no shot that Brian Flores is going to come in and win. I think that the Dolphins blow out the Steelers in that Sunday night game. The Steelers aren't great. They're good, not great. 5-2 start for the Fins. Look, y'all are going to criticize me for saying they're going to lose in Detroit, but they can't win every game they're expected to win. They're going to get upset once or twice, maybe even 3 times. I think Detroit wins that game. Detroit's going to be good. Like, if you watched Hard Knocks, it's hard not to have some confidence in what the Lions are going to do this season. I was watching Hard Knocks last night. I'm buying what Dan Campbell is selling. So I think that'll be a close loss in Detroit, drop to 5-3 on the season. But I want to know, who do you got week 7? Because this is one of the biggest Dolphins games of the entire season. Type Fins or type PIT for the Steelers down in the comment section. Go down and let me know. Again, Brian Flores is the Steelers linebacker coach. He's coming back to Miami for that game. Tua is going to throw for 800 yards. Let's go to this next batch of games. That's going to be an easy win in Chicago. The Chicago Bears probably going to be one of the worst teams in the league this year. Then start 6-3. And then week 10, you're going to play Jacoby Brissett, not Deshaun Watson. That should be a relatively, I wouldn't say easy win, but it should be a game that the Dolphins win. I think the Dolphins start 7-3 this season. Week 11, they got a bye, and they're not going to lose to the Texans at home. It's an 8-3 start. I know y'all are getting excited down there in the comment section, but I do believe the Dolphins start the season 8-3. You look at this part of the schedule, it's very favorable compared to the games that we're going to go over here in a second. But first, I want to tell you about this T-shirt combo we're selling. Chatsports.com/Dolphins combo. You guys have seen me wear these on air. I love these T-shirts. I wear them all the time. I was wearing one out jogging the other day outside of my apartment complex, and somebody came up and he's like, "Go Fins!" Gave me a fist pump. So, look, that's great to see, other Dolphins fans repping Dolphins gear. You want to be repping the Fins wherever you're at all year long. Go and get those T-shirts. Chatsports.com/Dolphins combo on sale now for 40% off. Moving to this next batch of games, which is definitely the toughest stretch of the season for the Dolphins. They go to the 49ers, to the Chargers, to the Bills. I think they lose to the 49ers in San Francisco. Close game, 8-4 start. But then they come back and beat the LA Chargers, move to 9-4 on the season. Justin Herbert has not beaten Tua yet. That's not going to change. And then week 15, they go to Buffalo. It's going to be freezing cold. Yeah, I'm not feeling too good about that one. I think they'll beat them at home. I don't think they beat Buffalo on the road. But if they go 1-2 there in that 3-game stretch, I'd be okay with it because weeks 13 through 15 will be the most brutal stretch of the season. Not only are you having to play 3 straight road games, it'd be tough regardless if you were playing. But not only are you playing 3 straight road games, you're playing against 3 teams that are probably all going to go to the playoffs. It's going to be a really tough stretch. If the Dolphins survive that, they're going to be in really good shape to make the playoffs. Going to week 16 now against the Green Bay Packers. I think the Dolphins win that, get to 10-5. That game is on Christmas. I feel really good about the Dolphins' chances there. Moving on to the Patriots game in New England. I do not think the Patriots are going to be very good this year, but I think the Dolphins stumble in New England week 17. And y'all are really going to hate me for this one. But look, let me explain before Chugs puts this on the screen. The Dolphins are going to be 10-6. They're already going to have a playoff spot clinched. They're not going to be in a position to win the division because Buffalo's going to be a few games ahead of them. They're going to have a wild card spot clinched. They're going to rest all their starters and lose to the Jets because they're resting all their starters. So I think the Dolphins finish 10-7 this year in the regular season. That is enough to make the playoffs. 10-7 should be enough to get in. I think the Dolphins finish 10-7, get a wild card spot in the AFC playoffs. Will the Dolphins make the playoffs? Type Y for yes or type N for no. Down in the comments section, go down, chime in. This is a very tough conference, right? You're going to have some good teams that don't make the playoffs. Baltimore, they might not make it. I don't think all 4 of the AFC West teams can make it because of the talent in other divisions as well. So there's going to be some good teams that miss the playoffs, including maybe, let's say a team like the Patriots goes 9-8, 10-7. They don't get in. I don't think they will, but I think they're going 7-10. But will the Dolphins make the playoffs? Go down to the comment section. Let me know. And be sure to subscribe to the channel because we're going to have you covered throughout the entire season. Dolphins news, Dolphins rumors. We'll be doing watch parties for every game. And then be sure to follow me on Twitter at WillScott44. I'm always talking about the Miami Dolphins on my Twitter at WillScott44. The link to that. Want to ask you guys again, though, will the Dolphins make the playoffs? Type Y for yes or type N for no.